friend Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa. They are the talk of the wrestling world this morning after their supposedly incredible
encounter
last night. Thoughts?
Well, I didn't see it live. You showed me a few highlights, and I got the general gist watching it, before the show.
Sure.
How enthusiastic is the internet response before I fully answer this? How are they treating it? Is it like, did we just
one really great match? In fact, I've heard some of the internet analysts or pro wrestling analysts out there. And by the way, can we I don't want to get too deep into this, but again, I want to explain to people something, right? We're old school wrestling fans. We love this sport. It's enjoyable.
True.
But guys, you have a wrestling talk show, whatever. Don't get so serious that you made predictions of wrestling matches and you got them right. I mean, this is, if you're not making money betting on something, it's really not that impressive that you've got a scripted show correctly done. You know what I'm saying? It's like, stop. It's fun to do predictions.
Yeah.
But to sit there and go,
I predict Radar is going to hear choppers. Like MASH.
It's pretty good.
It's a TV show. It's scripted.
Thank you.
So what are you predicting? I predict that Oscar Madison is going to be messy.
Thank you.
Wow.
Very good.
I'm impressed. Really?
Very good.
Wait a minute. There's people taking bows for this kind of stuff? Is there really?
Anyone that does a podcast, and by the way, everybody, where I broadcast, Russell Campbell, good to see you again, my friend. Always good to see you. I haven't checked your shirt. Did that arrive? I looked at tracking, and a couple of days ago, it didn't arrive. It messaged me on the old tuber. But anyway, my whole point before we get into Britt and Thunder Rosa, it's just like, stop. Stop acting like you're doing something impressive by figuring out who won I told you that this was going to be a triple threat 3 months ago.
You know already how I feel about making predictions anyway.
Sure.
I'm in this to watch and enjoy. I'm not in this to come across as Mr. Smarty Pants. I'm sorry. Oy, dear Lord. Well, anyway.
Britt Baker, Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, as far as the match goes, there was a couple of awesome high spots. Like the thumbtack thing was freaking great, and the table thing was freaking great, and the blood was freaking fake. How about them apples? What you say to that?
Well, I will tell you that
looked like,
when you
Gene Simmons
when you questioned me on it, before the show we reviewed the match, and you're damn right.
I thought it was fake.
Fake blood.
Yeah.
Fake blood.
I really think they were blading themselves?
I thought they were, but fake blood.
If you properly blade yourself, usually if you really make a mistake, there's usually puddles and stuff. We grew up to Abdullah the Butcher matches and Sergeant Slaughter versus Pat Patterson.
Right.
That was bleeding.
Yes.
That was bleeding.
So, to ruin it for the fans out there who think this was so amazing.
I'm not ruining it. That's their opinion.
No, but the blood is fake.
Yeah, I didn't.
At first I'm like, wow, these women, these women are drawing color. This is unreal.
The back of the album cover of Kiss Alive 2, the classic, with Gene with the blood coming. That's what it looked like to me, and not even as much as Gene. Those are capsules. They're capsules.
So does that take away from the match, in your opinion? Let's not forget they used the thumbtacks.
It actually doesn't, and I think it's cool that they bled on cable TV. That's cool.
Right.
That's cool. It's a good match, but I'm not about to call it Sasha Banks versus Bayley in Brooklyn NXT TakeOver.
Well, it's funny that
I know it's a different kind of match, so don't get smart with me. Anyway, go on.
It's funny that you brought that up because my whole point is
covering all ground.
Unfortunately, look, we're not trying to shit all over Britt Baker and Thunder Rosa.
Britt Baker's awesome.
But again, when you compare them to the WWE roster of women, it's not even close, man. The match itself is okay.
That was a good match.
They did look. They threw themselves through some tables. They threw themselves through some chairs.
Good.
They drew fake color, which is disappointing. If they really drew real blood, it makes it more impressive.
Okay.
Some of the high spots, through the chairs, through the tables, through the thumbtacks, it was fine.
It was fine.
But again, you said it was no Sasha Bayley match at NXT.
No, that was a clinic.
Yeah, it's not even close.
That was an absolute clinic.
So again, we're not shitting all over AEW or Britt Baker or Thunder Rosa.
Hell no. No, it's just our opinion on it. I mean, I think it was a decent match, but anyone who's declaring it some sort of, breakthrough, I've seen women bleed before, and much more convincingly in some cases.
Well, I heard some
even if they were by accident, Nia Jax, Becky.
Well, yeah, well,
whatever.
but that was real blood.
That was great.
Well, I heard analysts saying that if AEW doesn't draw 1 million people just watching, where they break it down by segments, it's a total failure. Which, meaning that AEW's not hitting the 1 million mark, right? People are shocked that people,
they're
it's
getting
not
close though, right? I mean, aren't they getting close at least
I
recently?
guess.
They've been in the 9s. Look, I think they're doing fine for what they are.
Thank you.
Not what people think they are or what they think they're gonna be. Let's see what happens with all of that. So far, they've done fine. I don't really consider them like any different than. Wow. I mean, are they really going to even have the impact that ECW had back in those days on this business historically when all is said and done?
I would say if you went back and looked at TNA compared to AEW,
okay,
TNA was a better product.
TNA had a really great time period.
Yeah,
they really did. They had Samoa.
They were drawing 2 and 3 million viewers.
Samoa Joe. Yeah, they had a young AJ Styles. They had Kurt Angle in his prime.
But
they
remember,
had Sting, who still had many years left.
But remember that people didn't respect TNA, even back then.
Right. So that's so weird how people are so quick to embrace AEW. But you're right, TNA was always like the reluctant stepchild in some ways.
Sure.
That's so strange. All right. Nothing.
Well.
Wow. That's
shoe fits. Shoe fits. I don't know.
Fits.
I don't want. I've had my fill of. Hello, I'm here. I'm your WWE champion, and I'm the greatest thing ever, and I'm going to beat you up.
That doesn't even sound like that. Sounds like who does that? Was that Salvatore?
I have no idea.
What's that?
All I know is I am done with McIntyre.
Okay.
All right. What do you got here, man? You got a Pro Wrestling Illustrated picture book here. What's this all about?
Well, not to depress you, but remember in the old days when we used to run to the stationery store?
First of all, it's awfully thin, by the way.
And it's $7.99.
Can I just hold this for a second?
Yeah.
People, I don't know. We're a bit older than you, but look at the thickness. It's for $7. This Pro Wrestling Illustrated.
It's $8.
How ridiculous is that? And again, this is the guy on the cover. I mean, back in the day, if I was a kid, you wanted to see Ultimate. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're right though. No, back in the day,
I gotta get that. Look at that. That guy's soup. This guy looks like he was ordering an egg sandwich this morning from the deli I was at. Oh, let me see this guy.
And then got into his truck to deliver flowers.
Thank you. Me, really? Are you serious?
I tell you what, though, you should see him flip and flop when his hands are in his pockets. You leave him alone.
Oh, please.
You leave him alone. But I find it amazing, though, that back in the day when we would run to that stationery store, remember some of the covers? You had a cover of Ric Flair and Greg Valentine covered in blood. Or you had Bob Backlund with Hussein Arab and when he was Hussein Arab in the abdominal stretch.
Right.
Or you had some. I look at this, folks. Seriously, and you wonder why we want Brock fucking Lesnar. Look at this.
And by the way, if anyone's out there going, hey man, this came out in January. Well, this is, we do a lot of interviewing and we do a lot of shows.
We've been busy.
We're just getting to this, but it's still important and needs to be discussed.
Yeah, it should be discussed, and I'm disgusted. This is horrible. But the bashing, the subliminal hatred.
Wait a minute, hold on.
What?
I'm sorry.
What?
I know people love him.
No, don't you start with him. I love him.
This is the biggest heel going in professional wrestling.
He's great.
Dude with a scarf.
MJF,
just saying.
Dude
with a scarf. This is the heel. So we had Piper, $1 million man, by the way, who will be in studio. Iron Sheik.
Greg Valentine.
Jake the Snake Roberts.
Oh, my God.
And this is what you get. Dude in a scarf. Go ahead. Next.
I like him.
All right.
Oh, that's rough. That's just... Look at that scarf. Oh, for God's sakes. You're right. All right, fine. Okay, let's go on to some of the achievement awards, folks. Here's one that I actually agree with. Let's see if you can take it. Rookie of the Year. Who is the Rookie of the Year? This one made sense to me.
I'm going to go with Orange Cassidy.
It's not a rookie. He's been torturing us for a couple of years. It's Dominic Mysterio, which I actually agree with. I actually remember when he first came up, we were both marveling at how quickly he had taken to things.
By the way, I want to tell you, for PWI readers, when you get the Rookie of the Year, more than likely your career is going to be shit. You're going to be a bomb. And I will tell you that. I mean, every so often,
Steve Travis! this.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. No, I think there was a bunch.
Eddie Gilbert.
Brad Rankins?
Brad Rankins, yeah.
I
think so.
We could be off on these things, but you're right, though, in general.
If you win that award, you might as well just retire.
Okay, but here I hope you're with me a little bit on this.
Okay.
This is where, I love it because it's so obvious PWI is AEW slanted, just like those internet maniacs. But that's okay.
Good.
That's all. We still love you guys. Don't get too mad. Come on. It's just wrestling. Come on. Anyway, most improved wrestler of the year. Like the guy was having such an off, here he is. He's the most improved, and you'll see how angry I'm going to get about this because I'm correlating this to wrestler of the year.
I'm going to go with most improved will be Marco Stunt.
Dude, Drew McIntyre.
Drew McIntyre most improved.
He beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, and what do? Walk up to him and go, "You've improved, buddy."
That's pretty funny.
This is ridiculous. Most improved is Drew McIntyre killed everybody this year. Oh my God, this is so slanted against the WWE. It's amazing. It's amazing. What else do we got here? Because I don't want to bore everybody with some of these,
Hey, by the way,
of the year.
Russell Campbell says, "Can you really call a second and third generation a wrestler a rookie?" He's right.
That's true.
It's really, come on.
That's a great point. That's true. He was probably doing pile drivers.
What else do we got?
Okay, how about comeback of the year? This one I agree with.
Marco Stunt.
Why is everything Marco Stunt?
Sooner or later, he's going to show up there.
Big man of the year, Marco Stunt. Okay, comeback of the year. I agree with it. MVP.
Wait a minute. MVP comeback of the year.
You know why?
How about manager of the year? Not comeback of the year.
Yeah, why not? Dude, I don't even think they have a category for that. Well, let's see if they do.
Wait a minute. They have comeback of the year, but not manager of the year?
They might not.
Who writes this trash?
Well, apparently not Bill Apter. Apparently not.
And by the way, if you like Bill Apter, you can catch him on the Monty DeFaro show. Go back to the playlist.
Right.
Excellent interview.
He's the man. Okay.
All right, what else
I
you got?
actually agree with that because when MVP first showed up on WWE TV, in the past year or whatever, I don't think anyone thought he would have that.
And obviously, and probably, again, I'm not one of these broadcasters that claim they know anything about wrestling because I clearly am getting it all wrong. Go ahead. Next.
Okay, how about feud of the year, Mr. Monty? What say you?
Marco Stunt against.
What is going on here?
Wait a minute, Marco Stunt.
Into you right now.
Marco Stunt against.
Stop with Marco Stunt.
Orange Cassidy.
Stop, man. That's like the worst match.
No, this one's easy. Feud of the year's got to be Sasha Banks against Bayley.
You nailed it.
All right,
absolutely,
and that's well deserved.
And you know what came in second, and I'm glad it did and I'm surprised it did because everyone hates Randy Orton on the internet. Randy Orton and Edge. That was in second.
All
okay.
Right.
Okay, here's where we get really, really nauseous. Most popular wrestler of the year.
I guess he's on the cover, and I saw him holding this trophy, Orange Cassidy.
And if you weren't impressed with photo number 1 of a jacked wrestler of the year.
Oh, my God.
Here you go, folks. He looks like he's about to go play tennis.
Hold on. Leave that right there. Leave that right there.
Yeah, what?
Hey, Orange, what do you want? Give me an egg sandwich with bacon on a roll with a cup of decaf coffee. All right, Orange, talk to you. Do you want some orange juice on with the orange? Oh, that's right. He doesn't speak. I forgot. The wrestler who doesn't speak.
He's got Killer Mike and Mad Skills.
Oh, my God. Move on. I'm getting sick already.
Yeah,
I'm sick to my stomach.
Oh, great song, Paul Stanley, Kiss solo album, 1978. Okay. Most hated wrestler of the year.
Marco Stunt.
I would agree with that one. I don't think he's on here, but I would have voted for that. That would have been great. Well, it should be obvious. Seth Rollins, baby.
He's the most hated?
He should be most hated. They hate him. Oh, God, the internet hates him.
Come on.
But you know what's funny, though? Coming in second place, who I think actually technically should have won it, was Roman Reigns.
So wait a minute. The guy with the scarf who's supposed to be the biggest heel is not the most hated wrestler of the year?
No, he's third, and Roman Reigns actually got more votes than him.
Again,
oddly enough.
If
but that's
you
hate, they just hate Roman Reigns.
If a guy is supposed to be a bad guy,
right,
or a heel,
right,
and this is a magazine covering a scripted sport,
sure,
shouldn't you make that guy your most hated wrestler of the year?
Sure.
No, instead you take.
Well,
Seth
they already
Rollins.
got this. They don't want to be too obvious in their bias.
Come on, dude.
What I've also find interesting about this, for those of you who are still paying attention to these things, because I am. Back in our day, when Hulk Hogan would win Most Popular Wrestler of the Year, or in '79 when Greg Valentine was breaking all those legs and he would win Most Hated Wrestler of the Year with PWI, the percentage of votes for these guys was 98% Hogan, 2% whoever was second.
Right.
Valentine, 75% Valentine, 25% the Patera.
Right.
You know what I mean? Seth Rollins wins with 21%. Roman Reigns has 19%. MJF has 17%. And Randy Orton has 11%. You know what that tells me? A gray area. There is no passion.
Or how about?
There's the passion for a heel. Where's the passion for a good guy?
I got it.
Orange also did this. He won with 23%. Hogan used to win with 90% when you were over back then. You were over.
Vince D says,
oh my God.
Vince D says milk and cookies. Anyway,
milk and cookies.
Here, more
Nice.
importantly, let's talk about this.
Milk and cookies.
No one really even reads that fucking magazine. So let's move on. Just give me match of the year and the best wrestler of the year. Let's get through this.
Match of the year. We have the Young Bucks versus Adam Page.
Oh my God!
Omega.
Oh my God! Move!
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now?
There you go.
The Young Bucks.
There it is, a tag team match.
Oh my God! Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's the match of the year?
That's the match of the year. And here's your wrestler of the year. I know you're going to be pumped about this, folks. Win a little bit, win a little bit, win a little bit, win a little bit.
Wow. He's great.
Win a little bit. Don't you remember that Dean Ambrose?
Is that Dean Ambrose? Is he wrestler of the year as Dean Ambrose or John Moxley?
He's John Moxley. And he did it in a landslide, 29%. 29%.
Can I see something?
Holy diluted product, Batman. I mean, wrestling in general.
He beat out Bailey.
I didn't even know Bailey was... Wait a minute. Bailey is not... Oh, this is a horrible...
First of all, by the way, whoever your graphic artist is for this magazine, don't put John Moxley 29%. It looks like a Wendy's ad. It looks like I want to order a hamburger. I mean, who makes this magazine? This thing is trash. This is $8 worth of trash. I mean, seriously. It looks like a Wendy's ad.
Oh, my God.
What is this shit? And this looks like the guy who you would order the hamburger from.
Really?
Yeah.
He looks like the manager. Come on, be fair. He looks like the manager.
He looks
like the guy who yells at the guys who were giving you the burger that they cooked wrong.
Seriously, fans out there, would you be scared of this guy?
What?
Would you be scared of this guy?
I'm not saying
Oh
that.
my God.
Right.
He's a wrestler. I'm so scared.
Am I on my meds or off my meds? If I'm off my meds, I'm not scared at all.
Wait a minute. What do you got here?
What's that? Oh, that's just Medusa from back in the day.
Is that it? Anything else good in
No,
there?
I don't think so. And I'm looking to see...
Is there a tag team of the year?
Is there a manager of the year? There's no manager of the year.
There's no manager. There has to be a manager of the year.
There's no manager of the year.
I don't want to take up tag team of the year. Who the hell is this?
Sasha and Bailey. That's fine.
That's a tag team of the year?
I agree with that.
I don't know.
That's okay. I found a couple I agreed with.
There's got to be a manager.
But they're so
you know what? There is no managers anymore.
Against the WWE. It's
does it
hilarious.
really, seriously, does it really even matter? I mean, I'm thumbing through this, and it's like, this is just trash. Trash. Again, most hated wrestler of the year is not even the biggest heel of the year. Comeback of the year. Independent wrestler of the year.
I don't even know who...
Who is this? Oh, it's Warhorse. It's Warhorse, everybody.
Stop.
With that, we're going to take a quick commercial break because I can't get over the fact that Warhorse is the independent wrestler of the year. Whatever happened to that other guy we used to think was good? Tiger Face or whatever the hell his name was?
Tiger Face?
Anyway.
What was Tiger Face?
Anyway, the wrestler marks out there are like, not the wrestler marks, but the wrestler podcast guys like, why did these guys don't even know who Warhorse is? What kind of show is this?
I'll tell you what. You guys can have it.
We'll be right back.
Later. For now.
The Monty and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Yeah. And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB.